It is personal development, but it's person development. I think I said in the last episode, if you can't teach what you've learned, have you really learned it? So for this week, your one thing, I would like you to try to serve others. And that can be in any shape, form, color, texture, whatever works best for you. What is up, my fine feathered friend? It's your host, Jordan Hiller, and I am so happy you're here joining me on episode 22 of What's Your One Thing? You know, where we usually talk about personal development, bad jokes, offbeat references, and you name it. We're going to do the exact same thing. We're going to go off tangent here, off script, off the cuff. No idea what I'm going to say today, but what I can tell you is I've been a little selfish. Yes, this is personal development. It is very personal. What can I gain by the things that I'm learning? But over the last few weeks, few months, I've grown to realize that it's not what can I do for myself? It's how can I use what I've learned to help other people? Yes, it is personal development, but it's person development. I think I said in the last episode, if you can't teach what you've learned, have you really learned it? So for this week, your one thing, I would like you to try to serve others. And that can be in any shape, form, color, texture, whatever works best for you. Are you learning a new skill that you could teach somebody? Could you just be more helpful around the house? Could you call your parents if they're still around to see if they need anything? Your neighbor, a friend, a coworker, can you help them out with a project? How can you bring value to the marketplace? Jim Rohn, one of my favorite all-time personal development speakers, says your value is what you bring to the marketplace. So you don't get paid for time, you get paid for value. The more valuable you are, the more you get paid. So how can you best serve others through your work, through your energy, through your time, through your personal strengths? You're gaining so much knowledge and information your entire life, and if you're anything like me, you cram it all and you internalize it and you say, what can I do for me? Well, this week, let's not be so selfish. Let's learn from the teachings that we've been gathering and trying to be a better person, be a better father, a better wife, and let's push that out into the world. Let's serve others this week. That's all I want you to do. Again, just be more helpful. Be more mindful of other people's emotions, what they're going through, and just try to be there and not to get anything back. This is not a reciprocity thing. This is not, hey, I'm going to do this for you so that eventually you come back and do something for me in the future. I'd like you to give just for the sake of giving and just see how it feels. That's what I'm going to do this week. That's it. I think that's what we're going to do. Short and sweet. We're at like 3 minutes, folks. How cool is that? You can go back onto your day, and hopefully you can go back to your day and serve other people. Just be helpful. Be nice. Be kind. And just try to do something above and beyond. You know, be a little bit more helpful around the house. Be a little bit nicer around the office. Again, can you help a coworker out with a project? Can you help your boss out with something? Hold the door open for people. Say thank you more. Send a text to your mom or dad. Just try to be helpful. That's it. Use everything you've learned over the last 21 weeks if you've been with me this whole time. And instead of trying to work inwardly this week, let's work externally. Okay. I like that. That felt good. All over the place, but I think you get the point. Now, we'll cover a little bit about last week here, and I'll figure out if I want to keep this in the pod or not. But last week, it was goal setting. How you could be in the top 3% of anybody in the entire planet just by writing down your goals. Let's check in. Let's see how we did. All right. Monday, I failed. Failed miserably. I think I wrote it down in the morning, did not write it down at night, and I missed my goal for the day. And that's okay. Life happens. And no excuses. I had a terrible migraine. I didn't feel like it. I didn't want to eat, but I could have. Absolutely. I could have finished. It was close. I only missed it by about 10 or 11 grams of what I wanted to do, but that's still a miss. So I missed Monday. But here's the cool part. I came back Tuesday. I came back Wednesday. I came back Thursday. I came back Friday. I came back Saturday. Today is Sunday. And you know what? I'm probably going to do it. So 6 out of 7. I don't know baseball references. I don't know what I'm batting, but I think I'm doing pretty good. And here's the best part about that. Not only did I hit my goal 6 out of the 7 days, but I learned something. You remember how I mentioned I had that migraine Monday? Well, I had another one, I believe it was Thursday. Now I've got this tracker. Now I'm tracking my food. And I realized that day, plus all the subsequent days leading up to Thursday, my carbohydrates were really, really low. I just don't eat a lot of carbs. And I looked it up. I'm like, can lack of carbs lead to migraines? And sure enough, that could be a cause for my headaches. And I had no idea. Similar to if you've ever tried the keto diet, the keto flu when you stop eating sugars and carbs. So that might be something I'm looking into. I've struggled with migraines for a very long time, and I may have just found one of the reasons for a trigger. That's awesome. I would never have found it if I wouldn't have set this goal, had a tracker, wrote it down most days, and followed through. Now I might be able to solve an issue that I've been dealing with for years. That's pretty awesome. All from just writing down my goal, keeping it top of mind. So, I'd love to hear from you. Tell me, what was your goal last week, and did you accomplish it? And it's okay if you didn't. I want to hear from you. Send me an email at whatsyourOneThing@gmail.com. That's the words, what's your, the number one, the word thing @gmail.com. Tell me about your goal. Tell me about your tracking. And also, tell me about how you served others this week. It could be anything. You know, again, you called your mom, you called your dad, you helped out around the house a little bit more, you were nicer to somebody in traffic that cut you off. How can you best serve others with your talents, with your gifts, everything that you've been studying, everything that you've been learning? I want to know. Tell me. Excuse me. Sorry for the burp. Okay. Love it. Grade it. Cut it. Edit it. We are out. I will see you next week on episode 23 when I will talk about something else that I figure out that I have no idea yet. All right. I love you. I'll miss you, and I can't wait to hear from you. All right. Jordan out.
Started facing at a photo they've taken. Space tree flying through the skies and battles happen everywhere.